I understand what you're looking for now. I understand. Thank you. Thank you for that.
I think it's perfect.
No problem.
It's hypoallergenic, so I'm still okay with it.
Hypoallergenic.
All right. In all seriousness, you can choose
wait.
these 4 guys.
I gotta ask this: are you actually allergic to cats for playing a cat?
I'm not allergic to cats, but I have a severe allergy to almost everything else.
Okay. That would have been ironic. I'm going to play the cat, but it'll kill me.
I'm getting to be allergic to cats, and I play mine with this right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Little puffball. Like,
I'd like this bad shit right here.
and this.
Move him
is
onto the
Link,
stage.
the fuzzball that's been bothering me once we play with him.
Onto the stage.
Yeah. All right. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Is Casey still here?
Delete. All right. Casey, are you still here?
He says he's typing. Yes, he's here.
Okay. So, let's pick this back up. There's been a couple of recasts, everybody. All right. So, the part of Abstelar Xantos is no longer being played by Sir Davos Seaworth. We've gotten a little bit of kick up in budget. It is now to be played by Benicio del Toro. Yeah. So,
Sorry, all I'm ever going to picture is Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots for Cthulhu. Yeah, Cthulhu. Yeah, but Father Xantos will be Benicio del Toro. And he'll show back up later on. But just so you know, we've also replaced our announcer because that guy was pretty worthless. So we're going to start back up today. You know, our new announcer. All right. Last week on Role Players Paradise, 4 unsuspecting heroes found their way into the sleepy town of Sandpoint, looking for a good day at a Swallowtail festival to celebrate the gods. But gods had something sneaky up their sleeve today. The town has been invaded by a horde of goblins, murdering, burning, and pillaging everything they can see. Our heroes have managed to put a stop to it for now, but is there more to come? Can our heroes survive today's adventure? Find out on Role Players. All right.
It's a blatant copyright infringement.
Dude, you're going to get demonetized.
Look, I can't. They can't copyright my do-to-dos, okay? Look.
Can you copyright my character with his name and the ability to move him?
Yes, you should have the ability to move him.
I do not.
Well, that's your fault. All players, show nameplate, save changes. All right. So,
What's that? Oh.
we've had a little bit of a break in the battle. When that last goblin war chanter fell, y'all noticed a little bit of a still in the area. You know, you can breathe for a couple of minutes. You know, you hear the sounds of battle still going on all around the city, you know, on all sides. But for right now, y'all have a second to catch your breath. We're going to give it, 3 rounds. 3 actual rounds for y'all to catch your breath. So top of round 1, I believe Casey's still at the top of the initiative order. So what do? You can talk, you can heal, you can do whatever.
I'm good.
Okay. So Casey passes.
You're probably going to end up with everybody passing. I don't think anyone had any reason to take rounds.
No, I actually took damage.
Yeah.
Back to it.
I mean, I'm also giving y'all, like, this is an opportunity for y'all to if y'all want to discuss what's going on right now, or if y'all are just focused on the battle, I'm giving y'all that opportunity as well.
Fair.
Next is Ben.
So there's nobody else alive, and no one's really taken any hits?
I took a hit. I'm trying to pull up my other notes here. Yeah, my current HP is 9 out of 13. I'm noticing in the app there's no real place to put like temporary hit points, is there?
I hadn't really
Not
looked
really.
ahead, man. Yeah, I just have to kind of keep track of that on paper, I guess. I got a notebook next to me, so I kind of...
Yeah, that's
Go
what
back
I've
and forth.
been doing with the notebook.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my tablet notes here and probably do another one. Might do a different set of sheets.
I'm gonna hold until we figure out what's happening, and don't know if I have any potions or anything to heal you. So I'll just look at you and tell you you'll be okay if only a few points of you, like HP.
All right. Next, we got Cordova.
Well, last time we played, we heard a sound to the north, right?
Yeah, you heard some sounds coming. There's a little more sounds of battle coming from the north. Like it seems like it's a little bit closer.
Okay, he's like, we have to go north, and he's going to begin running to the north.
Okay.
He's not waiting for you guys. Like, he's going to leave you behind if you don't want to keep up and go to the north with him. So,
All right. Zanza.
I was gonna say I don't really have anything at all to patch myself up with yet, do I? Or any way to really heal at this point, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. Well, so you know what? I'm gonna go follow the loony. Maybe there's some more things I can take out.
the loony could heal you, but right now you're really not down far enough to it to be worth the time.
No, that's fine.
All right.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go follow the fun.
All right. Well, as y'all start to run towards the north.
Oh, actually, wait. Can I get on my horse?
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, you can absolutely.
I was gonna say, am I gonna just have to do this and like move both of them?
Right. As you start to run towards the north, you where is it? You hear an anguished scream coming from a short distance ahead of you. You look up to see a group of goblins surrounding a wounded dog, celebrating as the animal bleeds out on the gravel.
This is a different dog?
This is a different dog.
Not another.
Yeah, different dog.
All right, so we got another dead dog.
I'm gonna start nicknaming my name Wick. Not the dog.
Cordova, I'm assuming, is the first one who sees this.
Yeah, as they're all standing there celebrating, you hear the commander mounted atop his goblin dog, point and shout out, "Eat the Longshanks!" And their attentions turn to a young man who's standing a short distance away, looking in horror at the scene in front of him. At this moment, since the goblins have their backs turned to you, you all get to act in the surprise round.
Who is all? Because most people didn't run north. I'm assuming if Cordova's the first one over there, he's going to call back to everybody, right? Like, hey, there's a thing happening here.
Yeah.
I said I was following you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I got on my horse to try following the nutcase.
I'm the nutcase. Love it. All right, that's the top of the initiative order for you, Jeremy?
Yeah, it's top of the initiative order, so it's going to be Casey again.
Which goblin's which? Or is this...
It
Goblin?
says to die, dog, die on here, and there's an arrow across the screen. I don't know if you know that we can see that.
I can't get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah. There's the goblin commander right here. He's on top of this dog. So where this dog is, that's actually his,
Okay.
where he is.
This guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna send. You said this is a surprise round.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give Stumpy the command to attack. That's a 23, so he passes. And then I'm gonna hold mine.
Okay. So who's he attacking?
He can't. He moved, so his surprise round. You only get a move, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. All right.
You get one action.
So
So in that case, I'll just move up to. I'll move over here, right here. Cool.
you'll move where?
In the grass.
Oh, okay. I see you. All right. Okay. Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go back here, so just move up where these guys are, and hold my action until someone gets hurt.
Okay. So, Zanza, Cordova.
Cordova's going to run in swinging. He's going to step right up to the Goblin Commando here and take a swing.
All right.
19.
19. So, I guess we'll call that a 5-foot step because Casey was right. It's a surprise round. You can't move and attack.
Yeah, it's 5-foot step.
So 5-foot step, and it's a what to hit?
19.
19. 19, I do believe, is a hit.
Unless you're saying I can't move, then I'll just go back. It's up to you. You're the boss.
No, you can do that. 19 is a hit.
3.
3 damage. Okay. All right, so you smack him. Zanza? Musashi.
All right. So, how does it go with me being on my mount and attacking? Do I get any like major perks with it, or just still the normal attacks in that?
I believe you have to look at mounted combat for that. Let's see. I don't know about attacking from horseback. There's advantages or disadvantages. That is something that would be important.
Mounted. Mounted combat. Mythic.
I will tell you that if this affects your decision, this guy's kind of surrounded at the moment. Like you'll have to find a path to him, or try to shoot through combat. Damn it! What's wrong? Yeah, try to shoot through combat to hit him, like with a ranged weapon. But unfortunately, I believe you have your sword out at the moment.
Yeah.
So you can move and draw a ranged weapon, or you can try to attack with your sword, because this is a surprise round and you only get one action. So, yeah.
Let's see.
You did kind of wind up in a poor position, unfortunately.
Let's see. According to this, with a DC 5 ride check, you can guide your mount with your knees, so you can use both hands to attack and defend. This is a free action. So if the thing is smaller than my mount and it's on foot, I get a +1 bonus on melee attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, if your mount moves more than 5 feet, you can only make a single melee attack.
Okay. So what I'll rule is if you can pass the DC 5 ride check, since it is you and your mount, I'll give you the ride and an attack if you can get up to him.
Okay.
Okay. So if you make your DC 5 ride check, you can get up to him and attack him with your sword.
And that's with a D20?
Yes, sir.
Just one. This one.
7. Well, that's not a hit. That is a successful ride check.
Just barely.
Barely.
Just barely.
I'm sure you have a bonus to handle animal.
Yes, I do, actually.
One of the two of them would work, but
I didn't
either
even
way,
think about that.
you passed.
Okay, passed it. So let's see. Oops, wrong mouse. All right, so I'm assuming I have to kind of do one of these where I go around it like this to get to him at this point.
Yeah. That would
Or,
work. I'd say you
because
could
I
probably
don't think I could go through there. Could I?
No. I mean, he's a horse, though. He could jump.
He could.
So that would be an easy enough DC. You know,
All right.
horse jumping over a barrel. Might be
So,
like a DC 10 handle animal.
This guy is actually in this space, right?
Yeah.
Is
He's actually right here.
Yep. I would say why don't we go ahead and jump over, like you said. Oh, actually, it helps if I actually have my horse turn around how I spin him.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's fine.
Well, he gets the ass then. And then I'm going to take a swipe at our guy here.
Right.
Let's see. I gotta remember what all my roll 1 D. 20 with I think it's +4. Yeah, +4. Oh, baby.
Fuck. Natural 20. All right. Roll to confirm. So that'll be another d20 +4.
Natural 20.
With the 2.
That is not a confirmed hit. So, I mean, not a confirmed critical. So it'll just be max damage. What's your damage?
My damage is a 1d8 +3.
So 11 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So did I just cleave the
quick.
commander in half?
Yeah, you slice through him, and he hits the ground, pouring blood. When this happens, his other goblins turn and take notice. The horse is still, I mean, the goblin dog is still alive. You didn't manage to get him dead. You just kind of cleaved his rider right off of him. And so yeah, it's all right. And back to normal round now. Top of the initiative order, Casey.
One less boss.
Yep.
Stumpy is going to attack the goblin dog. Yeah, I gotta pull this sheet up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 2 talons. It's a 17 to hit. $17 to hit.
17 hits.
4 points of damage. 15 to hit.
Yes, 17 hits.
No, 15 to hit.
15
this
hits.
is the second talent, yeah.
Yeah, 15 hits.
3 points of damage.
All right.
And then I'm going to cast Flare on this goblin right here.
Okay.
It is going to be 18.
I believe Flare, I get a reflex save, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, hang on. I don't know if it's reflex or... Sorry, my thing's slow. So yeah, so you get a fortitude.
Fortitude. All right. 13.
You passed.
13 passed. Okay. 14 passed. And 4. So 4 fails, right?
It only...
Is Flare not an area of effect? Like it's, you know, every goblin around him gets blinded, right?
No, it is.
Okay.
But also Devin and Musashi and Stumpy's gonna have to make it too.
Okay. So y'all have to make a
DC 13 fortitude save.
Yeah.
Fortitude save.
Stumpy passes with a
Natural
19.
I got a 2, so I'm blind.
You're not.
Okay,
you're
so
not blind.
Fortitude
You're
plus,
not blind.
It's a D20, right?
Yeah.
D20 plus your fort bonus.
I'm dazzled for 1 minute.
What is
Plus
dazzled?
Fortitude
-1
plus-
on attack rolls.
Okay.
I got a 12.
You also fail. Dazzled for 1 minute.
Damn.
You want to make a roll for your horse, or do you want to assume that your horse failed like you did?
The horse gets its own roll.
Yeah. Let's see. Stumpy.
Generally, that's like that's the rule. I just wanted to, because I let y'all do your animals on your same initiative, so I didn't know if you wanted to do that as well. But yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I mean, Stumpy's got a +5 for fortitude, if this is right.
Yeah, it's at least worth trying.
And at least that way the horse, you know, can do something stupid if I epically fail.
Okay.
You fail anyways.
All right, so you're all 3 dazzled. Of course, Stompy, who is used to his master's antics, doesn't phase him. But yeah, this weird druid just blinded 3 people that he was fighting with.
Hey.
That's fine. All right. Next in the initiative order is, I believe it's one of my goblins. I gotta check that.
Now I got dazzled.
Yep, Goblin number 1. Goblin number 1, having seen his commander just fall, he is going to full retreat. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. All right. And goblin number 2,
Did he run around the buildings or through us?
he ran around the building. He ran through here.
Okay.
The other one, he's going to do the same thing. I think that's about right there. I'm not going to quite measure it because I think it's not quite as far as he can go, but fuck it. That's where he goes.
He got big.
Goblin number 3 is dazzled for 1 round. So what's that mean?
Minus
Minus
one
one
on
to
attack.
attack roll.
An
Yep.
attack. All right. Well, he's also going to try to full retreat. Is that provoke from y'all?
Where's he going?
A full withdrawal one provoke.
No, full withdraw does not provoke.
40, 50, 60. All right. That's where they went. They are in full runaway mode. Goblin Dog, he's just going to try and... He's bristled. He's already in attack mode, so he's going to try and back away from y'all. No, he's not. No, he's not going to back away. He's just going to turn around. He's going to bite Stompy. That's what he's going to do. This fucking big thing that just ripped the hell out of him. That is an 18 to hit.
You hit.
18 hits. 9 damage. That was actually max damage. And I need you to roll a... what is... that wasn't what it was supposed to be. I think it's a will save.
Okay.
Quick question. What's normally the base speed for horses? Isn't it 60?
Yeah, 60. So if he does full withdrawal or full run, you can move 120.
A 14.
That's fine. I'm just filling in something I forgot on my sheet.
All right, 14 passes. He he gets bit and he shakes his little raptor paw, but nothing seems to happen from there. All right, 12. 12 is a who are you attacking, Bennett?
It was an accident. I didn't mean to actually roll
Okay.
that. But,
That's fine.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn.
Okay. You say it was a miss?
Yes.
Okay. Then
It's-
I'm going. Can I move now?
Yes.
Gonna. Guess try to close in on this guy that's running away.
All right. If your bow is out, you can just turn and shoot. They all 3 should be within your range.
Okay. But I missed with my 12.
You said it was an accident. I'll give you the benefit of a doubt.
Okay.
Why not? It's an early game.
Oh,
All right.
benefit of the doubt. Oh yeah.
Natural 20.
And I did the +1 because of favorite enemy.
Yeah, well, you should get your dexterity bonus, your favorite enemy bonus, and yeah, that's it. So roll another d20.
And your hunter's knack bonus.
Yeah, and your hunter's knack. Well, don't you have to like mark them first to get hunter's mark or something like that?
No, he just has to state he's ready. Didn't he state he ready to action if they move, or was that
At the
before this
beginning
round?
at the beginning.
Okay.
But-
Okay.
At the previous turn.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
If he states that he's ready to action, like if he readies an action, he gets that bonus.
Okay, that's fine.
But he
we'll
readies
get
an
that.
action, and then that action doesn't take place because it's his actual turn. So he doesn't get that bonus.
Right.
Either way, you've successfully hit the thing. So just roll it with your dex bonus and that +1 to confirm.
Okay.
I feel like an idiot. I've been trying to talk for like 5 minutes and didn't realize I muted myself. If you don't see this thing down, then I'm muted.
Okay. All right.
Roll again.
Roll again, Ben.
Okay.
Ben.
So now we're rolling to confirm the critical.
We are. What's your dex bonus, Ben?
+3.
Wasn't he supposed to roll a 1d20?
Yeah, you're supposed to roll 1d20. All right, so you confirmed with a 22. Let's get a crit.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want me to just do a random number generator and pull up a card?
Yeah. Roll /R 1d32. 3.
3.
Sorry,
What kind of weapon we got?
Piercing
Piercing.
Bone arrow.
or range.
Punctured
Rather.
lung. Double damage and target begins to drown 3 rounds later.
All right. You
That's a hell
punched
of a
this
hit.
thing. You punched this thing for 20 damage, and I mean the arrow didn't just puncture its lung. Its lung actually came out the other side. Like, this thing is fucking dead.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he just falls to the ground dead.
Well.
Okay. Next, I believe Cordova.
Okay. The dog is still up, so I'm gonna take a swing at the dog.
Dog's still up.
That's a 9.
9 does not hit.
Of course not. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back, and that's it.
Musashi.
Sorry, I'm trying not to chew in your ear.
No, you're good.
Okay, which one just got shot? I didn't see what it was marked.
The top one up there, it's dead.
This one here. Sorry, I forgot that y'all
Oh.
can't see his. No, this one here is dead.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's what I assumed that he shot at. I'm sorry. Did you shoot at the other one, the one that was farther away?
No.
Okay. All right.
All right.
So yeah, your turn. There's a goblin dog right in front of you, and then there's 2 other goblins that are making their way out of town. One heading southwest, the other one heading northwest.
Let's see. So I'm probably gonna have to traverse this way because I probably couldn't jump over Cordova and all this.
Probably.
You don't have to jump over Cordova. You can move through friendly squares.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
Let's see. So this is 60. These are all 5-foot squares or 10-foot squares?
They're 5.
It's always 5.
All right. So let's see.
And you're still on top of your horse, right?
Yeah, he just got moved out of the way while he was.
Now, moving away from that dog is going to incur attack of opportunity.
That's true. I mean, I think you can get hit though. 'Cause
I'm debating on trying to stop this guy from running and try and take him out, or
You can do a
stop
full
him.
withdraw and position yourself in front of him, but that'd be your entire turn.
No. You know what's screwed? I'm gonna take out the dog.
Okay.
Because I'm right next to him. Might as well. All right.
hit.
So, let's see. Oh wait. Because that one's smaller than me, if I remember right with the mount, I get a +1 on that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's +5. That didn't help me much.
15 hits.
Oh, it does. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought it was higher than that. Okay, so that guy. It's 1d8 +3. Does that become? Oh no, that's not plus damage. That's just it. Do 1d8 +3. There you go. 10.
Nice. He falls. Oh shit. Yeah, he falls. And is down and bleeding out.
Beautiful.
As far as you can tell, you just killed him.
I have to stop and kick him.
You still got a move action,
Yeah,
I
you just
do.
got a move action.
and now you're no longer in a attack of opportunity threaded area there, so you can move.
I'm trying to think if I want to try and cut this guy off or not. Let's see. I'm trying to think which one's closer. See, Cathal still has a clean shot at the other one. Well, he's got a clean shot at both of them, but he's probably going to run out of few. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. All right, so if I want to cut him off, because I kind of have to do one of these things around him, wouldn't that also do that attack of opportunity or whatever?
If you run through a square that he's next to, yes, it will be an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because I don't think I'd be able to go like this, to this, to here.
No.
I'd have to basically go around this way to not get the...
Yeah, basically.
I
But
don't think I have enough distance.
Well, you can stop the other one.
Yeah, because, well, I might run
But you in-
65.
5, 10.
So I can end up
for you to get
over
right
here or here, no problem.
And if you move to that square, then he'll incur an attack of opportunity if he continues to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
You
right,
can
so
hit him.
I'll do that. I'll, do the roundabout in front of him or whatever. Drag my guy back over here. And I think that should be good.
All right. Top of round 3.
Get him, Casey.
Casey.
Do some druid shit.
Yeah, my problem is Stompy's gonna die.
No, he's not. There's nobody around him anymore.
He's
Yeah.
at 4 HP.
Well, leave
yeah,
him
but this-
behind and you take a turn.
Yeah, there's nobody around him anymore.
That dog's dead.
Yeah, why don't you
Oh,
put the X?
okay.
Yeah. Well, he's not dead because, like I
But
said,
he's
he's on the
dying.
ground bleeding out.
If he's on the ground bleeding out, you might as well put an X on him. He ain't getting up.
So I haven't killed him yet.
So I need to go back and stab its ass later. Got it.
Mechanically, game mechanics wise, he will be dead in 1 minute and 6 seconds. Like, alright.
So Stompy's gonna move there, and then I'm gonna move here, and that's all I can do.
Can you attack at a distance?
No.
You got any distance attacks? All right.
No.
All right. Well, that moves on to Goblin number 1's round. Turn. He is. He is going to continue in 5, 15, 20. All right. He's gonna move. He's gonna keep moving out of town, but he had to pass by you.
Yep.
So let's
Yep.
Actually. Yeah, he's in all out run. So I'm gonna let you resolve your attack of opportunity as he goes by you.
All right, so then I got to roll the 1d20, right? For
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just normal attack. And unless you're dazzled, you get a -1.
Let's see, it's smaller than me, so I should still get the +1 on that. Oh no, that's right, it evens back out. So then that's the +4 for my attack. 15.
It's
Actually, I'm not 100% sure. I think he has an AC 16. AC 16, 15 misses.
his
Ah,
horse gets
that's-
an attack of opportunity as well.
Do I?
Oh,
The horse gets an attack of
Oh
opportunity
yeah,
as well.
the horse can bite.
okay, and the horse is dazzled, so he loses -1. So that would be 1d4 because he's normally 5. I think.
You got to roll for the attack first. 1d20.
Yeah, you gotta be 1d20 plus whatever.
I know that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think +4.
Is it +4? Okay, buddy's dazzled, so then it's +3.
Miss.
All right,
tried to
Goblin
stop.
continues, double moves. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's getting on out.
And my horse couldn't trip him.
Goblin number 2 is going to continue on out of town. Over this way. Yeah, if y'all don't get him on this round, then we're gonna say they escape. Cthulhu.
Shoot him! Cordova's yelling.
Let's see if we can do a nice Hail Mary to the back of the head.
Right around the corner of the building over there. That'd be beautiful.
Like wanted.
Like it's actually let me see the ruler here. 65 feet.
I can
That is
make
a straight shot.
I can make it.
Is that inside your range increment?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. So I'm gonna roll 1d20 plus 4, right?
Right.
Come on.
17 hits.
Nice.
Now I do.
Damage. Nice.
12 damage. That's enough damage. You hit him straight in the spine. And his legs go limp out from under him, and he is down.
Nice.
Cordova cheers you on. Yes!
Woo! I wonder if I can catch this guy.
You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
Who's up?
Right now it's Cordova's turn.
Oh, Cordova's got not much you can do.
Oh, do I get a move action? Sorry.
Yeah, you can move if you want to continue to move.
Where was that ruler tool that you used?
Oh, over here. If you look under the magnifying glass,
Yeah.
over here, side little bar on your left.
Oh, there it is. Snap this.
Yeah, kind of looks like an off-center Xbox thing.
Okay, so I'm 30 feet.
Okay,
So
move on.
this.
Okay, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
All right, I'm trying to figure out how many feet away he is. Jeremy, how far away is 25 feet from this goblin up on this stage? Can you like pinpoint that for me? I don't have a ruler. How do I do a ruler? You were just talking about it, and now I lost it.
So on the left side, the fourth one down.
Okay. That's a snap to center thing for me.
Yep, that's the ruler.
guess
It just
that's
snapping
the
at the center of the
Okay.
grid.
So if I want to run 30 feet to here, how far is that? I can't do shit. All right, I can't do anything. Cordova's gonna run over to this guy up
I mean,
here.
you can do stuff outside of your first range increment, can't you?
No, not with spells.
Okay.
I don't have any range attacks. Cordova's gonna run over to this guy here and do a heal check.
He'll check. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, let me find my bonus to heal. That's a +4. That is a 12 plus 4, 16. I think it's -1 to perception because I'm dazzled, so that's 15.
He looks pretty healthy. He looks like he's doing well.
Okay.
His dog, on the other hand, still bleeding out.
Okay, so I'm next to his dog.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste a heal spell on a fucking dog. Why do you put me in this
Okay.
situation?
Well,
I'm sorry about your dog. It looks awful.
he doesn't know that you can heal his dog.
That's true. He doesn't. That's my turn. I don't have nothing else I can do.
Okay. That leaves Musashi and Stumpy. You know what you're doing?
I think
You're on
Ben's
mute.
on mute again.
Me and Musashi.
Sorry, I was muted. I
Sorry.
was sitting there like,
Oh, that's not Ben on mute. That's Josh on mute.
yeah, you want me to rename myself Josh under the
No,
tab?
I've been drinking, man. Just ignore me.
No, it's
So
true.
yeah,
It'll make it easier so that way you guys.
what are we doing?
All right, hang on.
All right. Well, if you're gonna do that, I'm gonna go get myself a drink. I'll be back.
There you go. Changed.
Everybody.
1 minute.
All right, I'm trying to think of how I can get to this guy without incurring.
You won't incur anything if you just run right up to him and hit him.
Oh,
like
okay.
in this spot right here, just go right here and hit him.
All right, yeah. Put my screen in a little bit. Nope, I want that.
You'll get the move action, then you'll get to swing, and your horse will get to bite, and we might be able to kill all of these goblins.
All right, so there we go.
What?
Okay, so he's smaller than me, so it washes out the dazzle.
All right.
So that should be still my +4.
Mhm.
Oh,
14 misses.
damn it, Musashi.
You got to roll better.
Yeah,
Bite.
I know. And then the horse is dazzled, so it's also +4, so +5. Are you kidding?
Oh
The horse snaps out at him, but barely misses the back of his little goblin cap.
Oh, I took out 2 of them.
Yeah. And this one is, let's see how far he is.
That guy is sayonara.
Yeah, he's gone.
70 feet.
Is it his turn?
Oh, no, I guess it is Casey's turn. It is Casey's turn.
Trip him.
Casey can get to him.
Stompy is going to double move,
Oh, that would have been awesome if you jumped off the horse and tackled him.
Oh,
and he's going to move.
Yeah, was that a
here.
possibility?
Yeah, but it's too late now.
Oh, you should have said so. I didn't know that was the thing.
I
I'm
like
drinking.
Stumpy.
Leave me alone.
Double
I
move.
don't
He
like
has 60,
Stumpy at all.
60 feet of movement. So 120 feet.
Well, Casey, why don't you put right next to him so that way you get to hit him, and then if he runs past you, it's still an attack of opportunity.
I mean, I can still full withdraw.
Yeah, but you would have to full
Shoot
withdraw
in the
back.
Oh.
You what? Oh, when you're done, just set him aside. I'll get him, okay?
And then Argus is going to do a heal check on the dog. Move to the dog and do a heal check.
All right. Yeah, he's below his con. He's unconscious.
Okay. So
I mean,
it's
not below it.
bleeding-
Not below his
He's
con.
not like
sorry,
bleeding
yeah.
out or anything to where I could stabilize him.
Oh, no, yeah, he's bleeding out, and you can stabilize him. I didn't mean to say below his con.
Okay.
He's below 0. He's unconscious, bleeding. You can fix him if you want to.
Okay. Let me pull my skills up.
I don't have access to stabilize. I know it's a Orson spell.
That's 19 on the heal check.
Yeah, you can definitely fix him if you if you want to give him a healing potion. Oh, it's 19 to stabilize. Yeah, you stabilize. He's no longer losing hit points.
No,
Um, do
with
that.
heal, can't you stop bleeding and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's a
And then
stabilize
if
check.
you
right?
roll high enough, can't you
Stabilize check,
give
'cause I
him
have-
some HP?
No.
You have to administer a healing potion or spell to give them HP.
Yeah, all
But
you
if
did was
you,
stop him from fully dying.
Yeah, you stabilized him. So he's no longer dying, but he's not gonna wake up for several hours unless somebody heals him, and then he's gonna be wounded for a long time. Poor dog.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Yeah, he this little goblin seeing this dinosaur step out in front of him, he stops in his tracks and goes full withdrawal. 5, 15, 20, I think that's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 60, gone.
He's gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
I tried twice.
It's
I'll blame
okay.
the booze.
It's all right. We can't get him. There's still plenty more to do.
Yeah, there is. And so he's gone, and
All right.
yeah, the stress starts to die down a little bit. Y'all have time. It sounds like the sounds of battle are fading all around town. You see goblins everywhere you look, up and down streets. They're running and scattering towards the edges of town. Some are jumping over walls with weapons and tools and jewels clutched in their arms, and the others are heading down Main Street towards Junker's Way and just bailing off the cliff rather than being caught by the town guards. For the time being, it seems as if you have survived this attack in Sandpoint. What do y'all wish to do?
Who do we recognize this guy at the top up here?
You don't. You want to talk to him?
Yes, of course. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Cordova reaches down and says, to pick him up off the ground.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Whew. Yeah, he stands up and dusts himself off. And what you see in front of you is a young-ish human male in his mid-20s, about 5'11", brown hair pulled back, dressed in fine clothes. He appears to be some sort of aristocrat. He is played by James Franco.
I just saved James Franco. Awesome.
So he's, thank God you boys came along. Y'all were a godsend. Oh, and who fixed the little, shit, I didn't give him a name. Reggie.
What's the dog's name? Reggie.
Who fixed Reggie? Oh,
Reggie.
he bends down and he starts scratching his dog, who's still unconscious, but he can tell, he's not bleeding actively anymore.
I'm not sure what to even say to this guy. I'm listening to perception to hear. You said that the sounds of goblins dying out or
Yeah,
what's happening.
yeah,
so.
they're gone. They're retreating. Yeah, after he kisses his dog on the top of his head and he scratches him for a second, he stands up and he sticks out his hand. Aldern Foxglove.
When he sticks his hand out, Cordova's already walked away several feet, like over here, and he's just looking around like alert. So
And he just kind of stands there for a minute, grinning to no one.
Argus is still standing in front of him. I don't know if Casey's doing something.
Yeah.
No, I want the bodies. I want the loot from the bodies.
Just ignore the guy with his hand sticking out to you.
I don't care about the guy.
All right.
Okay. Cordova, looking back around, he's like, he goes back to the guy. I guess he looks at his hand because he has no idea what he's trying to do there. And just reaches out and like grabs it.
All right, Aldern, takes your hand and sets it in his the right way and shakes it up and down. Nice to meet you. Normally, when someone tells you their name, you respond by telling them your name.
Is this common in your town to have goblins attacking?
No, this is very unusual.
Something's not right.
I mean, goblins. I mean, there are goblins in the area, and every now and then they'll come and steal from the beaches or raid a small home or so on the outskirts of town. But no, this is unusual, at least from what I've heard of Sandpoint. And he's looking around, kind of in awe.
Yeah, Cordova's still shaking his hand and also kind of looking around in awe because he's like, he's kind of mumbling to himself. He's like, this isn't right. This isn't what I was expecting.
Yeah, kitty. He's like, I'm not from here myself. I live up north of town in Foxglove Manor. I just thought I would come down and take in the sights of the festival. I didn't know today would be such an event. And he's looking around at you guys, trying to find the one that really seemed to do most of the work. And he spies him over here across the courtyard, and he starts making his way over to Cthulhu. You sir.
No. I'm going to start walking away. No. You want to talk to them, not me.
No, I think I would much rather talk to you. You are a warrior of great prowess. I mean, I saw how you handled your bow. You took down 2 of them like it was just nothing, like they were bugs. And he's quickly approaching you.
By the way, is there any way to change up the level on the character, so to speak, so my guy's not always under the horse?
Jeremy, you might have to right click on the horse and put send to back or something like that.
Okay. Yep.
There we go. Cool.
That's good. All right. How did you grow to be so strong?
In a roundabout way, I'd like to just say that I'm a hunter. Don't be dumb. I'm not a warrior of any kind. I fend for myself and my party.
Ooh, a hunter. Wow. That's awesome. I like to hunt too.
Is this still James Franco?
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you like to he's
The
very
levels of awkwardness.
Yeah. Where do you like to hunt? Where's your normal grounds? And as he's over here, touching you on your arm and talking to you, Sheriff Hemlock comes running down from the north, accompanied by a small band of guards and Amiko Kaijitsu, the girl who gave Cordova a drink earlier today. Yeah. She comes running in with a short sword in her hand. As they reach the top up here, they step over this dog that's still unconscious on the ground. That Argus seems to be tending to. He seems to be a compassionate man.
No, I want to go into this tent.
Okay.
So is there any armor? Is there any armor?
In case he's supposed to loot things. Okay, so this guy coming down from the top of here, the bald guy. What was his name?
Yeah. Sheriff Belor Hemlock.
I probably should be writing this down, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
And the girl?
As they get up here, Amiko Kaijitsu. AMEIKO KAIJITESU.
Can you type that in the chat?
Is she from the Jade Empire? Cordova immediately recognizes the sheriff is coming this way, and he's like, "Sheriff, is everything all right?"
Yes. Have y'all got everything under control here?
Everything is
happened?
fine in this quadrant. We have a downed dog. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. It belongs to this aristocrat-looking man over here who is assaulting my new cat friend.
He snaps his fingers to one of the guards and points at the dog, and guard rushes up and grabs the dog and takes him off this way, to take care of him.
He's like, is there anything else that we can do, or that I can do? Because he doesn't speak to the group, obviously.
I mean, I don't even know who you are. Who are you people? And what did you do here? He looks at all the dead goblins, and he's covered in blood himself. He obviously just came from a different part of the city where there was fighting going on. But he looks around at all these goblins, and how did you handle this?
We did what we had to do. I can only speak for myself, but these men here are apparently very capable.
I'm sorry, I have to ask. How do I know that none of you had anything to do with this? I've never seen any of you, except for that one, and he points to Argus. I've never seen any of you in this town before. How do I know that y'all didn't come along with the goblins?
Because the goblins
don't look like goblins.
Cordova's looking at him like he's stupid.
Exactly, me too.
And Argus just reminds him that goblins stay to goblins. They don't really interact with Longshanks.
What's this ruckus I'm
Look,
hearing?
I understand that goblins don't generally interact, but someone let them through the gates.
Perhaps you should turn to your own guard for that, Sheriff.
Yeah, what he said.
Obviously, we're not traveling with the goblins if they're all dead at our feet. Do you have a supervisor we can speak to?
I am the supervisor. And Aldern comes running up. He's like, "No, Sheriff, these men saved my life, and they stopped Reggie from dying. They stopped Reggie from dying." and oh, Alden, it's nice to see you. I'm glad that you made it through this. Can you tell me what happened here? Oh, yes. Well, see, those guys, they showed up and just drew out their weapons and were like, "Pah, pah, wah," kicking ass all over the place. This one goblin, big ass fucking goblin, must have been like 4 feet tall. He fell straight down without a second. And Bellor's
You're welcome.
Yes. And then that man over there shot at least 2 of the goblins and killed them in a single shot. He's amazing. Yes, I see. And he's looking at you guys. All right. Look, you've obviously got some martial skill, and maybe I misjudged you, but what are y'all doing here? What brought y'all in?
None of your concern.
None of my concern. I'm the sheriff. Everything that happens in this town is my concern, sir.
Come for the festivities, nothing more.
Tug of war.
After everyone has said what they're there for, Cordova looks the sheriff right in the eyes and he says, "I'm here to save the world."
He looks
Argus
at
looks
you
at Cordova and says, "Not with my bedroll."
And I pull off the bedroll. It falls to the ground and I'm flapping in the wind.
Amiko watches and hands you the sword to like cover yourself up with.
Okay, that doesn't happen. So you'll get your bedroll.
All right. So Sheriff Hemlock, he's obviously a little disgruntled. He's upset. Some massive attack just happened on his town, and he's never seen most of you before. So he's obviously going to be a little off-put.
Argus walks up to the sheriff and puts some stuff in his head and tells him just to take it. It'll make him happy.
You're trying to deal drugs directly to the sheriff of the town.
It's not
You do like
drugs.
the
It's an
you do like a little
all-natural herb.
handshake slip.
I feel like you need a bluff check on this one. Get put in jail.
Diplomacy.
I'll pretend I didn't see this. And he sticks it in his pocket. He's like, all right, look, I've got some important things to take care of around town. He turns to some of his guards and he says, I need 4 of you to head out north and the rest of you to go south. Track this town for any surviving goblins and bring them to the garrison alive. And he, starts pacing back and forth, going through the tents and looking at the bodies and finding things around while Amiko stands here with you guys. She's like, look, I don't know you guys, but the sheriff, he's a little bit brusque. Thank y'all for your service to the town today, genuinely. I would like to extend an invitation for y'all to stay the night for free at my inn. Of course, you don't have to. If you already have an establishment around town, that's fine. But I want y'all to feel comfortable, and please stay around because we don't know if any more goblins will show up. We don't know if anything else is going to happen.
Is she the owner of the Rusty Dragon?
She is.
That.
She is. Y'all, I can give 2 rooms tonight at the Rusty Dragon. They'll sleep 2 of you apiece, and your horse there, he can go stay at the stables, the Goblin Squash stables. Very aptly named, I know, but
Goblin Squash Stables?
yes.
Awesome. Cordova's like, I will absolutely take you up on that. I have no intention of leaving town anytime soon.
Well, if that be the case, I'm going to go earn my keep, and I think I will head north and see what I can find.
All right.
What time is it?
4:11 p.m.
3:11.
3:11.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you mean game time, it's
Yeah,
like
game
early
time.
evening. Early evening.
Is there he's gonna ask her. He's like, are there any? Do you think there'd be any stores that are open? I know we've just had this attack, but as you can see, I'm wearing a bedroll.
Yes, I'm sure there are a couple of merchants who haven't shut down yet, but I don't know if you'll have any luck with anything today. About that time, I'll go ahead and just skip to this. Yeah, about that time, another guard comes running back, and shouts to Amiko and Belor, "We found one! We found one of them singing bastards, and we put him in the cells. He's waiting on you." So Belor, nods to Amiko, and he runs off without saying anything. Amiko, she says, "Well, he's obviously got some business to attend to. You boys, again, y'all are welcome to come drink and stay the night, or just move about the town or whatever. But I think I have some clothes that may fit you." And she points at Cordova. I don't know how you ended up naked, but I think I can fix that.
Cordova is torn because the sheriff just ran off to interrogate this goblin, and he wants to know more, but also he'd like to have pants.
Well, yeah. I mean, there will always be pants.
He's like, okay, I suppose I can catch up with the sheriff later. I'll come with you.
Okay. So,
and he looks back at Argus. He's like, if you want your bedroll, you might want to follow.
Yep, I'm following.
All right, so y'all head off to the Rusty Dragon. Musashi is
my dinosaur allowed in the Rusty Dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, as long as he's house trained.
Can't guarantee it.
All right.
We live in the wilderness.
And Musashi is still patrolling the town, looking for any more goblins.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm just staying just to the outskirts of the north side of town, not traveling too far.
Katul.
I am just going to follow behind. Actually, no. I want to go to the Rusty Dragon and try to get as much free stuff as I can for the journey ahead. So, like, taking tiny shampoo bottles, raiding the mini fridge.
Ooh.
He's gonna raid the cart while they're cleaning the room. We've all done it. Cordova's gonna go over to Aldern and be like, "Take care of Reggie. Get him help."
All right. Aldern, yes, of course. But in the meantime, what are you boys up to? And he, traipses off behind y'all on the way to the Rusty Dragon.
We're not looking for drinking friends, thank you.
Oh yeah, me either. People who just want to hang out with you while you drink, they're the worst, aren't they?
Lingerers.
Yeah, lingerers. Screw those guys.
He puts his hands on our shoulders, comes behind us.
Right, yeah, y'all make your way to the Rusty Dragon. Musashi, as you're going around the town, you see a handful of guards and they're mostly trying to get back to their posts, patching up wounds. Some people dragging civilians off to go get them taken care of. What exactly are you doing? Like, are you trying to drag people? Are you talking guards?
I find the one that looks like they're most in charge, at least out of the group, and ask them a couple of questions.
All right. You actually see Vin Bender. He's he's not wearing armor, and he's obviously not one of the guards, but he's telling people what to do. You see him near town square, and he's pointing off, patch up that building. Go check on Mrs. Westerwill and make sure that she's safe and the goblins didn't burn down the mill. And he's telling some other guards, go check the hole in the north fence, and he's pointing people around. So yeah, you go up to him. Where's the damn thing? There it is.
I was gonna say, do we have the town map or whatever?
Actually, yeah, I'll put y'all back on the. I gotta go.
If not, no worries.
I've got to move it because Roll20 didn't put it in the right spot.
Yeah, you're really only going to get maps like this when we're in battles for the most part.
Oh,
A
that's
lot of this
fine.
is, it's role play, so
Yeah.
a lot of it's imagination.
You there? What's the status? Anything coming in still?
Oh, we've not found any more yet, but we're still looking. We got a lot of damage and only a couple dead, luckily. But we're still looking out. It's nice to see you. You made it through the battle. How did you fare?
Child's play. Unfortunately, I received a scratch, but that's what I get for drinking.
Scratch killed Khal Drogo, so I mean.
That's why I need to keep drinking.
You're injured. Do you need attention?
I
you
wouldn't
go
say
see-
no to a bandage or two.
Well, you can head down to Hannah's. She'll fix you right up, or you can go up to the cathedral and visit with the clerics. They can heal you pretty well. It all depends if you're a religious man or a man of chemicals.
I might go see the clerics. They tend to be handy when needed.
Right, and it's very nice to see you alive, friend. What did you say your name was? I'm Vin. I run a shop here in town.
I'm Musashi.
Musashi. I hope to see you around town for quite some time. If you ever need anything, just spread my name around town. We'll work out quite a hefty discount with you and the other vendors.
I will definitely see you then. All right, I shall head to the clerics and fix my scratch.
Right.
Maybe sober up a bit.
Hey,
He was drunk the whole time.
All right.
Pretty much smashed.
You start to head off towards the chapel that's over here, or the cathedral. It's where Father Xanthus is.
I want to bury the dead dog.
You want to bury the dead dog?
Yeah, he deserves to be buried.
All right. Do a
We'll just say
Do-
we can just brush over and say he's buried.
no. Do a heal check.
6.
He's dead.
It's as dead as he gets.
You like kicked him. Yep, he's done.
As dead as he can be. You kick
Oh.
him, and like he whines a little bit, and you're like, oh, that's the air escaping.
If you're taking the time to stay behind and bury the dead dog, Cordova has already walked away to follow Amiko to the hotel. To the
All right.
dragon. What is
That's-
it? Dragon's Rusty Dragon.
Rusty Dragon.
Rusty Dragon. All right. So who all is in the Rusty Dragon?
I am.
I am.
I'm
Okay.
finishing burying the dog. It's part of the thing that I have to do.
Finish and burying the dog. All right. So y'all go in and you sit down at the Rusty Dragon, and
Where is that on the map? Do you have one?
it is. Let me
Is it
look.
this place right here with the beautiful thing hanging out of it? Okay, cool. Okay.
But yeah. So, she leads you to the Rusty Dragon, a large, mostly wooden structure that is obviously one of the oldest buildings in the town. As you approach the front of the building, you notice a very large, impressive, and fairly rusted iron dragon that is mounted on the roof of the building.
It's a fairly impressive Iron Dragon on the building you have there.
Yes. My predecessor built it. It was it acts as a lightning rod. It keeps the building from burning down, and I believe it adds a certain essence to the building that most of these other taverns don't have.
Fascinating.
The Rusty Dragon is also, as you walk inside and notice almost immediately, one of the town's most popular restaurants. I mean, this place is full at almost every table with people just shoveling food into their mouth. You'd think that everybody would have gone home after the goblin raid, but no, they got attacked by goblins and then they all got hungry because, I mean, people got to eat, right?
Makes sense.
So she walks you into this bustling restaurant, sets you down at a table, and brings you 2 beers, one for each of you, and sets it down. What do y'all want to eat for the night? I make a wonderful roast chicken, and if I do say so myself, where is it? It's about a fish that she makes. My baked fish is the best in town.
2 fish.
2 fish. All right. And she starts to walk away because she assumes that he's ordering for both of you.
Yeah. Cordova lets it slide. He calls her back real quick. Wait.
Oh,
As she's walking away, I'm walking in. I'm done burying my dog.
So
now.
he says to her, I believe you said something about pants.
oh yes, pants. One moment. I'll bring it with the fish. So she walks upstairs and goes to the rooms, gathers some pants for you and comes down and stops by the kitchen, grabs some fish and comes back to the table and gives y'all both of them at the same time. To Casey,
Yeah.
gets you whatever you want.
Oh yes, I need 7 chickens, and I'll try the fish.
I'll take.
7 chickens.
I'll take
You
the plate.
you
that
said
she
I
put
could bring my dinosaur.
Oh shit!
over there.
Dinosaur.
Prefers them raw.
She
It doesn't matter which way.
so she goes in the back and brings out a fresh chicken for you and several half-eaten chickens and a big chunk of raw like pork rib and just a whole mass of stuff and sets it down on the floor in front of Stompy.
Oh no, he eats off the table.
Stop
No.
sitting at the table.
she looks at you and just says, no, and walks away.
I pick it up and put it back on the table.
Did she leave my pants with me?
Yeah, she left your pants.
Okay, so
You're-
I'm gonna
you're-
get up and go change my pants for a few minutes.
Okay.
Get the bedroll back.
Yeah,
you
do we have a
guys-
dry cleaner or like somebody that can wash this?
There is a fine clothing store in town. Maybe he can launder them for you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
so I'll rejoin you at the table eventually and be like, I'll take this to the. Because I honestly don't know what to do with this, and just hands it to you because it's rolled up very nicely. Like he knows how to roll a bedroll, but he has no idea how to get this cleaned.
All right. So, okay. We'll go back to Musashi, heading up to the cathedral because you guys don't want to talk about your characters.
Oh wait, hang on. I was gonna.
We weren't even done.
When Konorva comes back, like once Konorva came back, I was gonna ask him his name because he never told us his name.
Okay.
So he sits at the table, and who's all there? Like Musashi's walking around. The rest of us are there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So are you back?
Give me a second. Let's see if Zanza is gonna come back this way. So we cut back to Musashi walking up into the big front doors of the cathedral. It's dark inside because the opening ceremony, didn't quite get finished, so they didn't light all the torches, and it's still a little frantic inside. There's a couple of little torch lights here and there where clerics are, healing people inside the town. The man you saw on stage earlier, Father Xantus, portrayed by Benicio del Toro, he sees you and notices your armor and your sword is still dripping with blood, and he runs over to you. Oh, you! Thank God! I saw what you did against those goblins. Are you okay?
Unfortunately, I took a bit of a scratch. Drinks got a little bit to me, but my mistake. That's what I get for drinking.
Yes. Alcohol does have a way of hurting people. And he chuckles. He doesn't know what to say. He's not much of a drinker himself. He just, yes. Isn't that funny when you eject the alcohols?
Well, my problem is I tend to. My problem is I tend to get a little too relaxed in battle, and I tend to not hold back.
I see.
Unfortunately, I made quite a mess of some of those goblins.
He says, if you just stand still for one moment, and he puts his hands together and bows his head and then lifts up and heals you for, I think it's 2d8 plus something. 29 points of damage.
Yeah, I would be a hell of a regenerate. That's like twice my total health now.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't get that many, but yeah, he heals you to full health.
Bit of a crack, and that feels better.
Don't eat
Thank you, sir. Now, you wouldn't happen to have a rag or a cloth or something I can clean the rest of the blood off my blade and my armor, because it's a mistake if I don't do that.
That's not our speciality. Our rags and towels are distinctly preserved for living patients. If you would like some prayer, though, or to find one of the fathers and talk about the gods, we can help with that right now.
Well, unfortunately, the gods haven't done much for me lately. But I am just about to head back out into town to see if there's more of them to take care of. Is there anything you gentlemen might have that can help me with this?
Yes, actually. And he reaches down into his robes, and he pulls out a potion of cure light wounds. He says, "Take this, and be careful. Don't use it too early. It's quite powerful magics." He doesn't know that if you know anything about magic, so he's just humoring you. It's quite powerful magics. Don't use it too early.
Powerful, you say?
Yes. Can heal you for 1d8 plus 1.
Oh, so like a stiff drink. Got it. Put it in my armor.
All right, and he's busy. Like, he can still talk to you if you have any questions you want to ask him. But he's obviously a little bit distracted. He wants to get back to the people.
That's fine. So if I do find anyone alive, I should be sending them out this way, huh?
Absolutely. Anybody that needs help, send them straight to us, or bring them to us if you can.
I'll see what I can do. My horse might be able to carry a few. Now, any information you give about the surrounding area? Something I should watch for, or things that are a little funny as of late?
I mean, I guess things are as funny as they can be. We've had, a massive goblin raid on the town. Normally, we wouldn't have to worry more than just a handful of little skirmishes on the outskirts of town or on the beach. But, this is highly unusual. I don't know what to expect next.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll see what I can find.
Right.
Thank you for the aid. And I hopefully won't have to see you later.
Right.
That's rude.
Well, thanks. Hopefully, I don't see you too, Chuck.
I meant injured. Unless you want people dead and have you bringing corpses in.
Oh no, I would prefer most people alive. I mean,
Like I said, hopefully I don't have to see you guys later.
he goes back to helping people and casting spells and wrapping wounds. Where do you want to head next? There's still the blacksmith you saw earlier. I know I didn't give you any role play on that for the last session, but there is that blacksmith still in town. He might be able to help you clean your blade, and then there's the rusty dragon.
I think at this point, didn't you say that the guards were still trying to patch up some hole on the edge of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to head there and see if they needed assistance just to finish my rounds. I used to do patrols all the time, so I got to make sure everything's good.
Yeah, you head over to, where is it? I think it's right. Where's the... Yeah. So right here. Right here, there's a little hole in the gate.
Where's it?
Right over here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's where the wooden places are supposed to be. Yeah, there's a little hole in the gate that you go over there to patch up, and we'll cut back to the rusty dragon.
Okay. Cordova's going to rejoin the table, and noticing the fish, he's kind of looking at the place setting, and he's unsure about what's happening. But he's going to take a seat there with you guys.
Both fish are in front of Cthulhu's seat now.
He took the other fish.
Yeah. Argus had the chicken.
Really
You have
mean
nothing.
Snarl look, like don't say anything, but like the catness of me, just like big canine tooth. When you like try to be like, I'll have some fish.
I could
Never mind.
Yeah.
I could just see the ears turned backwards.
Yeah. Cordova sits at the table, notices that both fishes are in front of the cat, and notices the fang do the angriness. I don't know, whatever cats do, and he's just like, huh. And he's not gonna press on that.
Argus takes his chicken and cuts it and rips half of it off and hands it to him.
All right, he'll take that. That's something he's familiar with. So he'll take your chunk of chicken and thank you, friend. And
You're welcome, friend. So instead of me,
do I still have my beer in front of me?
Probably not.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
It's 60% head, but
Jesus.
It's more than he's ever had, so he's fine with
well,
that.
no, yeah, it's still more than you've ever had, but 60% of the glass is head, and everybody else is still mostly full of beer.
Gotcha.
You obviously got the short end of the stick.
So my friend, what is your name? So I don't have to call you Naked Man.
I am called Cordova. And you are?
I am Argus. It's nice to see you calm.
It's an uneasy calm, if anything. And he looks over at the cat man here. And he's like, and you, feline friend, where do you hail from? I've never seen someone quite like you before.
I'm traveling and trading my wares and hunting.
Did you say that you have wares if I have coin? Actually say it for me. We need the drop.
I was adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was adopted into places around here, and it's none of your business, guy.
Fair enough. And so I'll turn back over to Argus.
Cat people seem not to be very nice.
Certain types of people are certain types of ways, I suppose. Do you know anything about what's happening here?
I do not. I do live around the surrounding swamp areas and have noticed large groups of goblins, more than usual.
This is interesting. This is not what I was expecting here.
Our GM walked away.
That's fine. We'll live without him.
I'll interrupt like rudely while knowing that you're talking to him. I'm gonna say, you say it's the end of the world. We killed those goblins and we're still here. What say you?
I was expecting more than goblins, to be honest.
What were you expecting, friend?
Enlighten us.
I'm afraid I can't tell you too much.
What can you tell us, stranger?
I can tell you that something has happened here. There's something wrong. And he starts to struggle with words, trying to almost dumb it down, because he's like, something's happened with the continuum. There's something wrong here. There's something at play that shouldn't be. This is these goblins were, as I said, not what I was expecting. I was expecting more, much more. And when you see him, he takes his beer, and like you see him grab the what do you call it, the handle on the stein or whatever it is, and it's instantaneous up to his mouth, and then it glitches and it's back down on the table again.
Jeez. It does that and it's empty?
No, it's not empty. It's just instantaneous. Like he took a normal drink, but it was instantaneous. Like
Wow.
it's out on his mouth and then it's down again. And you guys, like, it's some kind of weird thing that happened that I don't know if you can piece it, but he's that happens, and he's like, this tastes like piss.
So we'll all kind of like chuckle because we know it is. Okay.
All right.
The group, like the initial group that was here before the naked man, wondering if they could this little phenomenon that just happened.
I broke up a bit. One more time.
I wanted to eye the group after noticing this, and just to acknowledge the fact that, or just wondering if they saw what was happening.
Yeah, we don't draw a scene to it. We just kind of
Argus looks back at you.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
both just kind of like cut your eyes at each other, like, what the
Yeah, and one thing that's obvious is Cordova didn't notice it at all. Like he took a drink and he's just like, this tastes like piss.
Yeah.
What is this in my cup?
We call that ale. Have you never
disgusting.
had it before?
No, it's disgusting. I can't believe you would drink this. He
Amiko-
slides it to the middle of the table. Like
Amiko overheard you, and she comes over. She's like, "Look, we generally try and keep that quiet. I mean, the Two Nights Ale has it's not been what it used to be, and we try not to make him feel bad."
I've meant no insult. I've never had this before. If this is, I don't know, the worst of it, then I don't know. I'd be excited to try the best of it.
So while he's talking, I grab one of the pieces of chicken she gives me and I throw it up in the air. And you see Stompy just grab it like a shark jumping out of the
Stompy's up on the table.
Well, she takes your suggestion and she smiles and she goes back into the back room, and she comes back with a large pitcher of another kind of ale, and she pours it up and she says, This is Two Nights from about 6 years ago, before. And she gives you a knowing look and nods. She's like, Gavin had less of a hand in this, and she pours it up for you, and then walks it back to the back of the room.
Okay, and that's for me. I'm
well, for all of you. She pours it up for all of you. Yeah, it's older version of the same brewery, but yeah.
He looks at Argus and he goes, "You go first."
I take a sip. What does it
good?
taste like?
Yeah,
He immediately dies.
It is the best beer you've ever had. It's like dissolving whole oranges in your mouth, and it's savory and wonderful.
So I look at Cornova and I'm like, no, it's not good, my friend. Just
he slides his cup. He completely trusts you. He slides the stein or whatever it is over to you. Like, I don't want any part of this. The chicken is delicious, however.
I push it back and I'm like, I'm just playing. Have a sip.
So he does, and it's like oranges. So he seems pleased.
Yeah.
So what is your name, Catman?
My name is Cthulhu.
Are you always so pleasant, Cthulhu?
It's not that I'm pleasant or unpleasant. It's been I don't like to be pet. I'm not a pet.
I wasn't going to ask.
You
That James Franco character really rubbed me the wrong way.
Then why did
And
you
about
let
that
him rub you?
time, Aldern comes in. You guys gave me the slip. I'm kind of proud of you. Yeah, he pulls up a seat at your table and hollers to Amiko, "Hey, give me a drink."
Hang on,
And
what was that
looks
dude's name?
back. This dude,
Alder?
Yeah.
Aldern Foxglove. So he pulls up a seat right beside Cthulhu, like uncomfortably close to Cthulhu, and he's like, "How are you doing?"
Oh my god. So knowingly, I have my hands on the one of my hands on my lap and one of my hands on the table, and like my retractable claws come out and just like kind of sink into the wooden top table, which I think is
So
In your other
Argus
hand, they
notices
sink
like
into
his
your leg.
discomfort. Argus notices Cthulhu's discomfort, so he throws a piece of like chicken towards Arden, and Stompy just jumps over and lands in between him and gets it.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh wow, this is quite some beast. And he reaches out and he
He doesn't
touches
like to do
Stompy's
that.
tail.
He will bite your hand.
Oh, it's okay.
Stompy
Yeah.
bite. And he goes to snap at him.
I'm gonna feel so bad if this is a character we're all meant to like for some reason.
He yanks his hand back.
Uh,
So I mean, he's just infatuated with you guys and what y'all are doing. So he's just so. I mean, y'all have to tell me, where are y'all from? How did y'all get so strong when you got here?
Why don't you tell us why you weren't helping? You were just sitting there crying like a little schoolgirl.
I was helping the best I knew how. I mean, I sit my attack. I'm not a trained fighter. I had my attack hounds, and both of them lunged to my defense. But unfortunately, Bartholomew was struck down, and Reggie, he's just barely survived.
Do you know who else had hellhounds, attack hounds? Ramsey Bolton, and he was an asshole.
I don't know this Bolton. Sounds like a pleasant fellow. Dogs are always nice.
Was he rich?
Yeah.
You say the other dog had that was your dog, Bartholomew?
So, and you didn't even try to bury him? I buried him?
Ooh.
No, Bartholomew died by the North Gate. That other dog was not his dog.
So Bartholomew was the first dog?
Yeah, Reggie.
No, Bartholomew was a dog that y'all didn't see.
Okay.
Can I roll a knowledge history to figure out why the goblins hate dogs so much?
Yeah,
Will
that'd be a knowledge local.
Oh, I don't have that. I only have history.
I think I can roll that. Hang on. What about a knowledge geography or a knowledge nature? And consider I'm from this area.
I guess we'll go with knowledge nature.
$17.
Can I roll that too?
Yeah.
Why do you gentlemen suppose they hate dogs so much?
What was that? Oh,
Because the dogs are smarter than them.
well,
Oh, go ahead.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's
Uh,
territorial.
well, they hate dogs because dogs can generally smell them. Dogs can detect them when other people can't.
Well, I could too because I have scent.
They don't like the dogs because dogs can sense goblins. They smell their stink.
Yeah.
So they're like an earlier warning system. So they kill dogs before they kill anybody else.
Yeah, and they just hate dogs. Like it's just an intense hatred. Like it's the whole they're man's best friend. They're just in a goblin's mind. They're ugly, horrid, evil creatures.
Except for Goblin Dog.
Yeah, except for goblin dogs, which coincidentally they love.
Goblins don't like the things that attack them. Go figure.
Right. They also hate horses. But
They hate
they're
Longshanks.
Yeah, and they hate Longshanks.
And
They're,
we're Longshanks.
their biggest reason for hating horses is because they're scared of being trampled by horses.
Mhm.
That's
That's why I hate horses in real life.
So like they are terrified and just hate horses all in general, horses and dogs.
At this point in the conversation, Cordova's cracking open the chicken leg and like sucking the marrow out of the bone.
No, we don't do that.
None of this animal goes to waste.
Alden, no, just wait. And he holds up his hand. Amiko, 4 more chickens, please. And he,
Hey, don't forget
he
to
throws
feed my
some money.
pet.
Amiko, 16 more chickens.
You help chickens to have.
While y'all are entertaining Aldern, or rather Aldern's entertaining y'all, we're gonna cut back to this is the north gate. We're gonna cut back to the north gate right here, where Musashi is meeting up with the town's guards as they're working on a hole in the gate. Yeah. So they're standing and they're looking at this this gate, and they can tell
I'll go restroom. Keep going.
that while it wasn't blown apart like they would expect with with goblins. Goblins like to use fire and explosives. They would have either burned the gate or exploded it. It seems as if the gate was busted open from the inside. The doors and splinters all point outwards towards the bridge. There is a large chunk of the handle that's missing from where someone slammed it open. And they're surveying the scene, trying to figure out what is going on.
All right, so I guess I kind of wander up on the horse, still mounted and everything, and kind of shout at them, "You all there, can you brief me on the situation? I'm doing patrols to help guard the city."
There's a hole here, and the goblins came through the fence. We don't know how the goblins came through the fence, but through the hole. I don't know how the hole got here. They're not smart.
Can you show me this hole?
Yeah, I show you. And he pulls the gate, closed, and there's a, like I said, there's a hole about the size of a goblin, or maybe the size of a small battering ram, where the one handle was burst off as the gates were hit open from the inside.
I was gonna say, can I do like a perception check or like I think perception check to see if there's anything else I could obviously know whether or not it was tampered with or whatnot.
Yeah. Roll a perception check.
Ooh, my perception's based on strength, so I'll have a good +4 on this bad boy. Wrong mouse. Ooh, yeah.
Okay, that's good. All right, yeah, that's really good. You see a wagon just a little bit past the front gate, towards the out here on the bridge. That it's got no horse, and its front end is badly damaged. What it seems like is that somebody unchalked the wagon right here and rolled it downhill into the gate.
So, question for you guys. Before everything happened, and even just recently, have you noticed any weird people around, or any goblins or creatures floating around before this, or more recently?
No, we got rid of all the goblins last week for the festival. Boss said that we had to clear the woods and push them back. So there's been none here.
All right, then I ask you this. If no one's been here, why is there a wagon just outside there with no one nearby? How did that get there?
They look up at the wagon like they've never seen it before. Well, wagons have wheels.
Yes, we know this.
Yeah.
But who pushed the wagon to here? Where is its owner?
Oh.
I think we should go look at this wagon. So I slowly start trotting over there on the horse.
All right. As you get to the wagon, it seems to be loaded down with just, various vegetables and fruits and just, a large amount of food, harvested food.
I guess can I do another perception check to see if there's anything else weird about it or anything of worth value in there?
No, there's nothing worth value. It's just food. And what you notice that's I guess strange about it is oh god, what was it? Hold on, I had this written down. Where is it? Sorry. All right, yeah, here we go. You notice a tear of some purple cloth. It's somewhat expensive, silkish, like silk fibers that tore off of a robe. It's caught up in the wheel in the wheel spokes of the wagon. Yeah.
All right, I'll kind of discreetly. Is it within the range of me while still being on the horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say.
So I'll trot up there and kind of using the horse blocking view of the soldiers so they don't really see me and try and kind of sneakily take the cloth and take a good look at it.
Roll a sleight of hand, I guess.
Okay. Oh, this one's gonna hurt. It's a -3.
Roll. All right, you successfully, take the claw from without them seeing it. They rolled poorly. And you're looking at it, and it's a double folded piece of silk with gold embroidery, down one side. That it seems like I said, it seems like it was torn off of a robe. Obviously of high value. It's not something that just a commoner would have had.
All right. Well, I'll throw that into my armor kind of quickly and stash it away. So, guards, does this cart or the goods in it look familiar? Have you seen it anywhere in your town? Can you think of anyone that would own this cart?
No. Lots of farmers, lots of merchants today. Could be anyone's cart.
All right.
Really, anyone's cart.
Well, if it's okay with you boys, I'm going to grab some of this as evidence and see if I can find who the owner is.
Yeah, I don't know where Evan is.
Where Evan is.
But yeah, if you find them, take him whatever you need.
All right. So I'm going to snatch up some of the food for myself and my horse and kind of fill a little bit of my pouches for the journey ahead. What all I should do for that?
Yeah, we'll say add 4 days rations to your sheet. Yeah, you stash some good vegetables and fruits in there. All right, and add a torn cloth, I guess, so that we can keep track of that. There we go.
Also, you said it was a light healing potion that I had earlier.
Yes, cure light wounds.
Cure light wounds. Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure I got the naming right in the.
Did we find anything
here
on the goblins?
Oh, you did. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
It was small stuff, but I can't.
You told us 400 gold pieces total last week. I don't know if there's anything else.
Yeah, that was gonna be like total, but there is like it's small stuff. It's not worth a lot.
You can just hawk it.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Okay. Okay. If y'all go back, what y'all found on the goblins that's worth anything. Okay. and divide this up however you want. You found another potion of Cure Light and a potion of Cure Moderate.
Well, I'd almost say Cure Moderate might be good for me, that I can pop it while I'm being a tank.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. You guys are fine.
For the Cure Light.
What should I have? The Cure Light or the Cure Moderate? Oh, that one.
Well, you were specifically given a Cure Light, so you have that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll say I grabbed up the Cure Moderate for covering my butt.
Take it.
You put the other Cure Light on Cthulhu because I don't even have a bag to put anything in.
Okay. All right. And you also found a short bow with 40 arrows, and we'll say a quiver.
I can use that.
Yeah. So give it to Cordova.
I just realized per my item list and when we were doing your stuff, I have a longbow, but I don't have a quiver or arrows.
Short bow. 40 arrows, you say?
40.
And a quiver. Okay, I got it on mine.
I'll have to get one from the
I don't think you have to add a quiver. I don't think that actually costs anything. But
I'm putting it on my list. That way, if I find a reason to use it for something else, I know it's there.
Fair enough.
So should I be adding one to a part of my original starting equipment, having a quiver since I have a longbow?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And yeah, you'll need some arrows as well. And you also found a studded leather armor. I don't
know if I need studded leather.
Yeah. The rest of it is all that nice gold I gave you all at the end of last session.
How many arrows would you say I'd have? What, 20 as a starter?
Yeah, we'll say 20.
20 is the start, and that.
Okay, so the Musashi's wearing scale mail. He's probably not going to swap that out for a studded leather armor. Cthulhu has leather armor. Is studded better?
Studded is a little bit better. I'll tell you exactly what it is in a second. Studded leather armor, AC is 3, max dex is 5, armor penalty check -1, spell failure is 15, weighs 20 pounds. And if it has spikes on it, it can deal, if we're going to say that the spikes on the leather armor are big enough, he can deal damage with the spike by grappling somebody.
Okay, well, I'm just wearing a t-shirt. You guys have leather armor. Both of you and...
why don't you give... Cthulhu, why don't you take the leather armor, the studded leather armor, and give your leather armor to Cornovus if he wants it.
Okay.
That is your name, right?
Yeah. Cordova.
Yeah. Okay. It's something you guys can talk about over dinner.
Yeah, let's just have a little dinner.
Well, you guys are already eating at the restaurant.
Are we at dinner right now? Is it still like...
We're still eating? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out and about while you guys are chatting.
I noticed, my feline friend, that you've got a brand new studded leather armor. I was wondering if you had any use for the other leather armor that you were carrying.
No, of course not. You, my good friend, could have it.
Good
I'd
friend.
rather this than just pants on.
Oh, well, I would appreciate that greatly. It'll help us to save the world in the long run, assuming that's where this entire book is leading us.
Your nipples look like they could cut diamonds.
You have no idea. Studded leather armor.
Were you a jeweler in a past life?
Not to my knowledge.
Anyways, I'm not near you guys.
We can hear you. It's all good.
Okay. Then I'll just say, since there was nothing suspicious and all that, I trot back to the Rusty Dragon and that because... Or actually, yeah, before I leave, can I do another perception check just to see if anything in the surrounding area, like goblins or anything, just seems to be amiss, or if I can carry on my merry way?
I mean, other than the, everything being broken and little dead goblin bodies everywhere, nothing seems to be too out of the ordinary, I guess.
Is there broken glass anywhere? Like outside?
Broken glass? You need broken glass?
Well, okay, so what's your name, Josh? Your character name?
Oh, Musashi?
Musashi. Okay, so Musashi is not in the same area as us right now?
No, I'm over at a bridge patrolling on town.
Okay. And then, could you point out where the rusty dragon is?
And where is it?
Okay.
Where is it?
So you're hecka like super far.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
No worries. All right. Disregard
Yeah,
what I said about.
I mean, he's not all that far. So yeah, we're gonna cut back to the Rusty Dragon again. Everybody's chowing down on third dinner that Aldern Fox Club just graciously provided.
Yeah, we'll say I got off the horse and stabbed all the bodies just to make sure they're dead, and started to trap my way back, satisfied that they're all dead.
Yeah, you're there. You're walking in the doors. You can either try and go up to Amiko and get your own little table by yourself, or you can join this growing table of the few people you've met in town.
I'll go walk up to Amiko real quick.
Oh, hi. I'm glad that you finally took me up on my offer. Will you be needing a bed for the night? She's
Yes.
a little flustered. She's happy to see you. You remind her of her home.
Suffice to say, I'm satisfied with my patrols, and I don't believe the town is in any immediate danger. So, I will take up your kind offer of staying for the night, but wouldn't happen to have some rags or something I can clean all this filth off me. It's getting to stink.
Absolutely. She runs to the back and grabs a couple of clean dish towels and brings them out, and she also brings out a plate of chicken. She's like, please eat and just clean anything you need. And she goes back to taking care of other customers.
So I'll kind of step over to the corner of the room, and I'll whip out my sword real quick and do kind of a cleaning flick and ignore everyone, clean off the blade and sheath it up, start cleaning myself off.
Okay.
Not like scaring people.
While you're doing that, do y'all have anything y'all would have been waiting to say to each other before I move to the next part?
I can't use this short bow. If anyone would like to take it.
I can't use it. It just doesn't work.
You sell it.
I have no
what's this
idea what I'm
thing?
doing.
Who took the? Is the studded leather a different AC than the regular leather?
Yeah, it gives you +3. I think the other leather gives you a +2, so it's one more AC.
Okay.
Yeah, it's +2
Alright,
for the.
So while this is going on, Belor Hemlock comes in, and he approaches Amiko. He's like, "Look, we're having some difficulty getting this goblin to talk. I think I might need your expertise." She's, well, I can't. I'm full up tonight, and I can't leave the bar again. I don't have anybody to cover the place.
I'll cover
Y'all
it.
overhear this?
Yeah.
My ears pick
Cordelis
up.
says, I'm interested in speaking with this goblin when we have the opportunity.
Belor looks over at you and he's, "Aren't you the naked man from the beginning of the festival?"
Perhaps.
Bluff check.
Are you sure that you can have pertinent questions for this? I mean, where are you even from?
I don't know what I will be able to ask this goblin. I'm not sure what kind of information I could gain from it, but I need to know more about what's happening here.
All right. Look, we've had no luck. If you think you can get this thing to talk, then be my guest. Yeah, come on, follow me down to the garrison.
Am I the only one?
No, before you
I'll
leave,
go.
sir,
Yes.
I'm still with a sword in hand cleaning it off.
He looks over at you and puts his hand on his own sword. Yes.
I also have questions for said goblin and for you, sir, if you have some time to speak. Then, of course, I just finally sheath the sword and give him a stern look.
Well, I'm quite busy this evening, but I mean, I may be able to answer a few questions. And you're more than welcome to talk to this snotty goblin if you want to.
Just talk to it. I guess that'll suffice.
Okay. So yeah, he starts walking out of the bar. Is that just the two of you?
I grabbed my chicken on the way though.
Like walking through town, tearing into a chicken.
Oh,
Can I get a
course.
to-go box?
What's a to-go box?
Can I get a to-go cup for this drink?
She
I
looked
just
at
took
you
a bug.
to go. Yeah, you can go.
Yeah, go ahead and go.
It's
I just took a bug.
styrofoam. What? All right.
So just the two of us? All right.
All right. So yeah, he leads y'all up to the garrison. I guess while you're walking, if you have any questions for Belor, he can try and answer those. Hopefully,
I'm just gonna wait until we're more secluded.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
want to
just
talk.
chowing down.
Cordova's interested in talking directly to the goblin. He's ignoring the noises that are being made by the samurai standing next to him here.
Yeah. So he, Belor leads you up there and leads y'all into a room where you see a, about a 3.5, 4 foot tall goblin, with multiple gold rings in his ears and tattered, garbage clothes, like one obviously made out of like a torn open cereal box. Like that's what his, part of his armor is. And he's chained to the wall in front of y'all. He's like, well, there he is. He's not talking much. Barely got his name out of him.
How do you want to approach this?
Well, we can do things how my old lord made me deal with people, or we can maybe do it the cleaner way.
Well, I trust your judgment.
Question.
I'm sorry. Can I just assume that, like, on the way over here, that we talked about what Musashi has discovered? 'Cause I was going to bring it up before and it just kind of slipped my mind. I was going to ask him, like, what have you discovered?
If it's something he would have told you.
No, I haven't told anyone anything.
Okay, so you haven't. He's like, I've discovered nothing.
No. I haven't mentioned anything. I haven't talked about it, and no one's brought it up.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I was going to bring it up on the walk over here. But I'm just, like,
if
I
you
was...
want to backtrack with that.
No, it's fine. Like, I heard what you found. What was, like, a silk cloth or something?
Yes, actually, I was trying to keep that quiet for the most part.
If you didn't want to tell me, that's fine too. Just
if you don't want your character to let anybody else know, you can just say that. Like
I'll just say for now, it's kind of leading up to what I'm gonna pursue.
Okay, carry on. Wait, what do you got?
Okay, so my questions are simple, and we can do it either the hard way or the not so hard way. It all depends on what our fellow guards will think of me if I go through my old style.
Screw you, Longshanks. Old styles mean nothing to me.
And he spits on your feet.
Ah, so the old style it is. So I grab my Nodachi off my back and unsheath it. Like I said, this won't be clean. You boys might want to step back a bit. And
Oh yeah, I've
might
got a
wanna
sword
cover
too. You
your-
want to pull down my pants and see it?
No, because I'll be removing that shortly from you. So then I walk up and point my sword down towards there. On second thought, that might be a little dirty. So then I go over towards his leg. Now, my question is simple. Why is it that when I come into a town I haven't been able to get to, I'm brought with all kinds of death and destruction that I didn't cause this time?
Look, you want me to tell you that we decided to come and kill y'all for a reason? Is that it? No, we wanted to attack.
He
That's why.
You can roll a sense motive on that.
Yeah, what's that, a D20?
Yeah.
Of course, I had to just...
D20 plus whatever the skill is.
So is it detect motive?
I get a 17 on that.
I don't see detect motive listed on
Sense
here.
motive. Sense motive. It's in your skills
sense
list.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I get a +1 to it.
Better than a negative something.
Yeah. That's the one thing I was good at. Hey, there we go.
All right, and you you can tell he's lying. He did have an ulterior motive.
Of course.
Then, without saying a word, I'll slash his leg a bit.
All right. What's the damage on your Nodachi? It's a 1d10, isn't it?
Um, The Nodachi is 1d10 plus 4.
All right, so
I'm not gonna. I don't know if there's a way to like pull back on the damage a bit. Murder.
I'll go with that. I'll roll some damage for him. Okay. All right. You nick him and he starts to bleed a little bit. He's
I mean, come on. I mean, it's
Jeremy,
it's part of the song.
what?
have him do a will save.
A will save?
Hold on. Never mind. I can't do that. I don't have a bag of tricks right now, so I can't do that. Carry on.
Sorry, I do have a plan on when you're gonna get that. All right. So,
I mean, look, it's like the song said, right? We be goblins, you be food. I mean, we're here to eat. It's just polite when some of y'all die. You should maybe let us eat you, or just give us some of your small humans.
And without saying a word, I give him my kind of like samurai death stare, and then slash the other leg without even flinching.
all right. He buckles a little bit on that one. It's a little deeper, and he's starting to pour blood down his leg.
It's like, all right. I mean, there was an attack. There was some mission to a graveyard. That's all I know. I swear.
Graveyard, you say?
I turn around and look at the other guy. Does this mean anything to you, Sir Pants?
Knowledge history? Can I do that now, or is not an opportune?
I mean, it's knowledge local, or you can just turn around and ask.
I don't have knowledge local. I have knowledge history because of the thing my thing is.
Yeah, but I mean, you should still need other things.
No.
Untrained knowledge check.
Can I roll an untrained knowledge check? No, you can't. Not with knowledge history. Not knowledge local. It's just
Well, Belor speaks up. He's do you mean the boneyard?
Yeah, the boneyard. That's it. That's where y'all put your dead things. I mean, you could just feed them to us.
What is your interest in our dead things?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just it was a special mission. We weren't supposed to know anything about it.
Sense motive. 20. Natural.
He's telling the truth. He doesn't know why they were going there. He knew that they were going there.
Who told you to go there?
Our leader. I don't know his name.
You don't know the name of your leader.
No, he always hid it from us. That's
Seemed like
a Nazi
to me.
I just know he was a longshanks like you.
Ah, so another human.
Whatever y'all call him.
A human is commanding the goblins.
Have you ever seen this man?
I've seen him once or twice before.
Is he from this town?
I don't know.
Any kind of a description, or shall I keep cutting?
He looks like a longshanks. He's got legs and arms, and he's taller than most things.
Are you saying we all look alike?
Look, we're not getting into racism here, right? I mean, I'm just saying, like, goblins, like, we all look different. All you longshanks, I can't tell you apart.
I don't know why. Okay, we'll do something later.
So, you're telling me you have no more information than you can tell me at all? As I put my sword to his throat.
Look, I mean, maybe I could be help. I mean, I don't know what you need. I mean, look, I mean, I just want to be alive.
Where's the rest of your goblin camp?
Thistle-top.
Thistle-top.
Yeah.
Look over at the other guy. Is that nearby here?
You familiar with this?
Belor, yeah, the Thistle-top goblins have always had a lair near here.
So, what you're telling me is, you don't know why you were sent here. You don't know who sent you here. You just decided to kill and eat everyone because.
I mean, we were ordered. We were told to attack the town so that we could distract you.
Distract us. Now you
Yes,
didn't
for the
mention
mission.
that.
For the
I'm sure he
mission.
doesn't know what he was distracting us from.
Yeah, I know.
Does this human that's in command of your at Thistletop. Does he ever go to Thistletop?
Yes, it's where I saw him.
And that's where we have to go.
Hmm. Well, Bildor, since we don't have any more information that he can help us with, or any means that he can help us with, can I finish and serve justice to the people that's been slain?
Bellords.
I would caution you to leave him alive. There may be something he's hiding yet.
Fine. Then I take a step back and whip the blade clean, put it back over my shoulder, look over at him. Well, I won't be the one ending your life tonight.
And you rolled an 18.
Hmm?
Bellor looks at y'all and he says, "Well, we didn't know anything about the boneyard. I'll have to send some guards to check that out."
Sir Beldor, can I speak to you two just outside, away from this goblin?
Absolutely.
Sure. As you're walking out, the goblin screams out,
Hey, we're also quite fond of gnomes. You have any of those you want to get rid of?
I do wish I could give you gnomes, but not this time.
"All right, get outside." "Oh, well, yes, what is it?"
Well, true to what the goblin has said, there is a piece of information that I've run across that I thought I would poke around with before just spouting this out in the open, because this could be great cause for concerns. So as I went to check the city and do my patrols, some of your guards near one of the front gates had shown me a gate that was damaged and broken wide open. Well, when I investigated them, it seemed it wasn't quite right. It was broken from the inside. It wasn't a goblin, so to speak, for size. And what I noticed in my investigation was there was a cart just outside. No one would claim who it was or why it was there and why it was filled with random food and goods. Well, I believe that someone may have broken the gate from inside using the cart and rolled it downhill. A part of this, I also found this. I pulled out the piece of cloth and handed it to him. This was stuck to the cart as if it was ripped off by the person who perpetrated it. And as you can see, this is definitely that of noble people's wares.
He holds up this cloth and looks at it. Yes, this is yes, I recognize this. Well, not this piece of cloth itself, but its maker's mark. It seems like it was manufactured right here in town. Where is it? Sorry. Can't find its name. It was made here in town by one of our merchants. I'll skip that part for right this second. And he hands it back to you. Do you think you could go investigate that? You think you could go ask? Where is he? Verna. Yeah. This was purchased from Verna's Fine Clothing. It seems. I recognize the stitching. Raishin Povoli is the owner of that shop. You might want to speak with her. And he hands it back to you. But in the meantime, I've got this.
Name?
Raishin, Rynshin, Povali, Povalli.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to write down names. I'll forget. Okay, continue.
Yeah, she runs the shop. So yes, you might want to go talk to her. But in the meantime, I've got to go investigate this disturbing news about the boneyard. I have to see what's amiss there.
Yes.
I'd like to accompany you, Sheriff.
Right. Should we stop and well, very far out of the way? Should I send the garrison to grab your allies, or or should we run straight there?
What do you mean, allies? Who do you speak of?
Oh, those gentlemen I saw you eating dinner with, and he points at Cordova. So the other ones who are in the square.
Cordova says, I'll go get them. And then if you want to investigate this Ration Pavoli character, and we'll meet you at the Boneyard.
Now, before you leave, though, take a good look at this cloth. Does this mean anything to you with your rants of the future and doom to come?
Jeremy, the only thing I can roll is knowledge history. I don't have nobility. I don't have local. So if
Well,
it's
I meant
something I
more
would
for the
know
future.
from history, then I can
And
roll it.
you can't tell anything from this cloth. You can't.
Okay.
You just
Looking
can't.
at it, it's like it means nothing to me. I have no idea.
All right. But keep it in your mind while you're out and about.
Absolutely.
And tell only who need to know of it.
Yeah. And for right now, I mean, if y'all want to go try and check out Varna's, you get there and you realize that the clothing shop is closed. Varna is obviously at home. You're not sure where she lives, and Belor has already started making his way to the cathedral.
Would that have been on the way? This Werner's on the way to the Red Rusty Dragon?
Verna's... Where is it? Yeah, it's right here. It's right beside it.
Okay, so we probably stopped in there and realized it was closed, and I go into the Rusty Dragon with Musashi, because he couldn't go in there.
Okay.
And what are Bennett and... What are you guys doing?
Yeah. What are y'all sitting there doing?
Having like some kind of crazy conversation about something
We're talking about the effects of my catnip on him.
off topic.
Don't lie, they're talking about the chicken.
I had
Sell
too
drug
many
stuff.
of those fine ales.
Gentlemen, we've been called to task.
The
Of course
task.
we have. What is our task, friend?
There's something going on, it seems, but it's not a safe place to discuss it.
It's
Okay.
like,
What
there's a
time of
weird
day
way
is it?
that Cthulhu knows how to lick his own like chest.
Licking his chest right now.
Yeah, it's
Kid,
just
you gotta
really
clean.
weird. And so he's doing that, and it's just like looks up at you with that one cat eye, and just gets up, and puts like half of the rest of his fish in his pocket, and just follows you wherever you're going.
What time is it?
Game time. It is. I mean, it's night. The sun is set. We'll say it's around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
The sheriff is already on his way to the graveyard, and I believe we should join him there. I know it's getting late. If you don't want to come, I understand.
You want to go to a graveyard at night?
I don't believe we have an option.
I know we're winding down on the end of Bennett's playing time.
Yeah. You can end on the way up there, but yeah, I mean, the justification is there's something going on. I'll tell you guys about it along the way, away from prying ears.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
I
right.
guess we're going to the graveyard.
Do
All
it.
right, so
Before we go, I wander in from the back of the thing and, woman, another chicken, please.
Amiko sticks her head out. She says, excuse me, did you say woman?
Sorry, I didn't know your name.
She says, it's okay. And a chicken like comes winging out of the kitchen at about 10 miles per hour straight towards your face.
Like a live chicken.
Can I do a reflex?
You
thing
can
to see if I
absolutely
grab
do a
it?
reflex save to grab it.
Let's see, it's
I can give you cat's grace if you want to re-roll. Yeah, re-roll.
hang on, let me pull it up my code.
I have an even better one. Before you even have a chance to catch it, it stops right in front of your face.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
So you can just pick it up. We don't have time for games. We have to go.
I know, I just want to see what I
We
would
don't
have
have
done.
time for your games, woman.
All right.
I would have failed.
You
Yeah.
go to grab it and do a weird thing, and the chicken just stops in front of you because of mage hand.
Yeah.
I'll just
You
grab
do
the chicken and
this,
start
and
shooting.
and then the chicken stops like right here. Whoa.
Yeah, I point at it. The chicken just stops in front of you before it clobbers with your face. It's like, yeah,
we can't see you on camera. Jesus.
All right. So y'all make your way to the cathedral, and you come running in behind Belor Hemlock, who's already talking to Father Xantus. Yeah. Father, there's there's something going on in the boneyard. The goblin confessed. There's a mission to the boneyard. And Father Xantus, he's confused. He said, "But there's, the cathedral's been on lockdown. I mean, no one could have come in or out without us seeing. We've been right here caring for the folks." And Bello is like, "Look, we just have to check it." And he pushes past, and he starts walking out. As
the boneyard, whereabouts is the boneyard on here? Is it this whole? Okay.
Yeah,
That's where.
So, all right. As y'all make your way through the cathedral, you notice, where is it? All right. This cathedral is a massive, cathedral dedicated to the worship of 6 gods in the Sandpoint region. To your south, facing the heart of Sandpoint, you see the shrines of civilization to Erastil and Abadar. To the west, offering a view of the Old Light, which is this guy, and the sea beyond are the shrines of Shayland and Gozra. And to the east, offering a view of the Sandpoint Boneyard and the rising sun, in the direction that y'all are walking, are the shrines of Sarenrae and Desna. And all of these are built around an open courtyard. This area right here in the middle. An open-air courtyard with 7 standing, polished white stones that circle a stone altar. All right, as you cross through the courtyard and straight out and make your way out these doors, and what you find in front of you is an expansive boneyard, and it is exactly what the name entails. It is half graveyard, half boneyard. The open air decomposoriums or whatever it is in India, where people are set out to rot, for carrion in some places, and in other places there are some of these places there's tombs, and then there's individual graves for middling ranked people, tombs for the nobles and such. All right, and you walk out, and you see this vast area open out in front of you. Damn it, open up! Where's the fucking thing? There we go. And you see in front of you a sandy-haired, curly-headed man with a bent stature, busy trying to clean some of the rubble from broken headstones and everything. He tries to keep this place really well maintained. He is played by John C. Reilly.
When we're done with this, which I'm guessing is probably going to be fairly soon.
Yeah.
I'll let you go later.
By who?
John C. Reilly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
John C. Reilly. Okay.
I'm upstairs.
He sees y'all coming, and
How are they doing?
he sees Belor, and he. Oh man, I am so glad you showed up. There's a whole bunch of shit broken here, man. I haven't even gotten a chance to talk to Father Xantus yet, and he kind of limps up to the sheriff and shakes his hand, and he's like, there's the tomb there in the back that it's all fucked up.
Sorry, this is an important thing.
Okay, hearing that the tomb in the back is all fucked up. Cordova's gonna kind of walk past those guys, and I'm going to do the thing that I always hate that you do. I'm gonna detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's any magic within a 60-foot radius as I'm walking through here, I need to know.
Yeah. As you approach the tomb in question,
yep,
you detect faint magic coming from inside the tomb.
Okay.
Okay.
You said it's faint, just a faint magic?
Faint. Yeah.
Okay. So
really faint.
Say, is there anything in this tomb that should be emanating magic there, caretaker?
No magic around here. I don't know what you're talking about there.
Says, If the items or creatures bearing the ores are in line of sight, they're not in line of sight. It's not in line of sight, right? Because we have to go in the tomb.
Right.
Okay. So I'm going to inform everybody of that. There's some sort of magic emanating from here. It's a very faint aura. I can tell more about it if we get closer. We can investigate this. Whatever you guys think. I mean, these goblins were after something.
It's better to know than not know.
All right. Give me a perception check.
All of us, or just him?
Yeah, everybody that can.
Perception. That's a 19.
19. Nice.
Perception. I should have this memorized by now. Ooh, I have a good perception.
Nice.
22 there.
All right. That's really enough. We got.
Oh, nat
That's
20.
Well,
Nice.
tell us what it is. What do we got?
All right. So yeah, the Cthulhu is down on all fours, like sniffing the ground and eyes open, you know, like those big dinner plate eyes that cats get. Like just everything in front of him, and y'all see multiple sets of tracks. There are at least 7 sets of tracks going and coming from the tomb. And with Cthulhu's natural 20 on this, I'm going to go ahead and give him this one too. He can tell that one of the sets of tracks definitely comes from a larger humanoid creature, from a non-goblin creature.
This goblin story seems to be
so,
checking out.
Yeah, he can tell that 6 goblins and 1 medium humanoid climbed over the wall and approached the vault.
Does the vault appear to be broken into?
Yes.
Okay.
As you approach the stone structure, it's a 20-foot square stone structure that stands near the far end of the wall. Okay. You see that the stone door is hanging open slightly. You can't quite see in, but it is hanging open, and the ground around the door is churned up as if some people were there pushing.
Okay, I'm going to cast light on my mace and hold it up like a torch and lean into the door.
All right. You lean into the door, and what you see is a 20-foot square stone vault with I actually don't have a map for this. I'll have one ready for next week. But you see a 20-foot square stone vault with a pile of rags in the corner, a slightly cracked open crypt in the center, and 2 skeletons standing on either side.
Sweet.
Roll for initiative.
Roll.
Next week.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Troy.
You can have that.
Mm.
That's real nice for you.
All right, yeah. So, next week we will do this battle.
Skeletons.
Oh,
I'm glad I
actually-
got a blunt weapon, so I'm pretty
Yeah,
excited.
actually, I don't know if next week works for everybody. I know Bennett and I are scheduled to work, but we're both trying to. We're trying to get off.
I have 1 off so far. I need the other one.
Oh, wait. My initiative says 1, so sorry, that should be a 19.
I just want to roll
Nice.
it.
All right. I'll stick that in there. Well, actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, and I'm sticking in the initiative tracker.
So yeah, I have a 1 on my initiative, so it should be 19, I think.
19.
On 16.
$15.
6. Dude, I roll terribly. I told you.
6. All right. Let's see. Stompy also has a 15.
Stuck my freaking head in there, and there's skeletons in there, and I get the lowest initiative.
I won't be playing. I won't be playing next week.
Okay.
What?
So,
It's Mother's
Well-
Day.
yeah, it is Mother's Day. Like that's
That's on Sunday.
Yeah.
Right? Going out of
Right.
town.
What about Friday and Saturday?
I can do Friday night.
I'm open to literally any time.
We'll think about that as the week goes along. But for now, we will plan for 2 weeks. Not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday.
Is this
So that-
recorded? Yeah.
Yes.
You stopped the recording already.
I'm stopping it now.